After a long pregnant hiatus.
Not pregnant. Pregnant with new journeys.
Yeah.
I see what
pregnant
you mean.
and creatives are always pregnant with something.
Absolutely,
You know.
especially us. We love to, create as we go.
And mull it over.
Yeah,
you
so
know.
we have tons of projects in place. So this is what is why we were like out for a little bit too. We have a big project we're working on together too. We don't
Amongst
have
other
to
things.
give any explanations of
Right.
why we were gone.
No qualifications necessary. Just some context. Just a little context.
Yeah, just a little
for y'all.
context. But we are welcoming back because
Yeah.
it's 2023. This is the first episode of 2023.
I think it's the second. I feel like we did
We
one.
did.
Yes.
Okay, well,
we
refresh
did.
my mind.
But it's been a minute. We did the New Year, New Invigorated Spirit.
Yes.
We did early January.
Yes.
We're gonna give ourselves some credit. Okay.
Okay, so the second
Yes.
episode,
And
2023.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes,
the
it
second
is.
one. Okay. We still going. Okay.
And we're a little late on Capricorn. Not late. That's late in terms of linear time that I don't really subscribe to. But our timing, I should say, is methodical, not unlike Capricorn.
Right.
So happy belated Capricorn season. This will be a belated airing of Capricorn.
Yep.
All right now.
Okay. Happy belated to the men Capricorn out there. Only the men Capricorns, because I don't fuck with the women Capricorns.
Listen,
I told you this.
I don't know
I'm like,
many.
I have to be the villain of the astrology and the signs because I'm gonna tell it from my experiences, and I'm gonna tell
that's
you
the
how
only
to
way
treat.
you can.
Now listen. Show me, if y'all could show me a good one, I would change my mind. I'm open to meeting new people, and I'm never going to say, oh, I'm not open to meeting a Capricorn woman, or I'm not open to meeting a Sagittarius woman. But I'm open to new experience. If you could show me a good experience with a Capricorn woman, turn my life around. You know what I mean? Like show me. I'm not closed-minded to the fact that there's good Capricorn women out there, of course. But in my experience, with a lot of Capricorn females that I thought I was close with, it ended up really badly. So
I don't know very many of them. The one I know I fucks with heavy. I know a lot of celebrity ones for later in the episode.
You fuck with a Capricorn woman heavy?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Since like my parents knew this person since around when I was a newbie.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. I see. Okay.
Just like implicit family before family, before full family, and it's parenthetical.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know too many. Period. I feel like it's not. Oh, and one of my great aunts, and it was a Capricorn, and like definitely, I gave me Leo vibes. Like I would have thought Leo before I knew anything about astrology, but she probably had some other fire signs or something in her placements in her chart.
Okay.
But the life of the party was a model before, like in her youth and all that. Really cool. But I don't know too many. I feel like it's not that it's not a frequent sign. Okay. I don't encounter them very often.
Yeah, that is
so
true.
I can legit say I don't know her.
That.
I don't know her.
Stop, Mariah.
Okay,
well, listen.
Or Whitney.
I really, really like Capricorn men. Like, they're conversationalists. They're business-minded. I feel like all Capricorns are business-minded. I could say that. They're about their money.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They're about standing on their money. They're very hard-working individuals. I could say that.
Emphasis on hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like they put
they're
the
definitely
hard work in.
Absolutely. I feel like they're very hard-working people.
Yeah.
But just in a Gemini, perspective, I get along with Capricorn men. I don't get along with Capricorn women. And I feel like in the beginning, it's always good. Like we put up, in the beginning of friendship or whatever, we think it was good. And then it just turns, I just find out the real them at the end of the day. And I'm like, well, why you didn't show me this bitch the whole time? Then I could adjust myself to fuck with this bitch, just evil hag. You know what I mean? I could adjust myself to do it. But it's like wolves in sheep clothing. Most of them are, to me.
Not the Hunchback
To me.
of Notre Dame.
No, to me.
Yeah.
To
it's
me.
Your personal, and it's a repeated experience.
It's a repeated experience,
been,
so I don't know any better. I
right.
don't want to be ignorant because I said I'm not closed-minded to meeting new Capricorn women. But that's just what I've experienced.
You can only speak from your own experience.
I know it's some good Capricorn women out there. I'm not gonna put all y'all in a box, but from who I've met in the past and encounters that I've had in the past, Capricorn women can be devious, like no other. But
well,
like
one
I
of their
said,
features is methodical.
Yeah.
They're planning and they're methodical.
Yeah.
Slower moving.
Right.
Because they're older in terms of astrological
Look at Natalie
age.
Nunn. Hi, girl. You know I love you for entertainment purposes only.
Ooh.
But
and is it New York? Yeah.
Yes. They're messy individuals. They like, confrontation and drama. She makes money off of hers, though, so I give her that. Natalie Nunn make money off of her messiness. And Tiffany Pollard in Miss New York make money off of her messiness. So I like if you make money off of your contract, right?
And the way she did it,
right?
I do
if you make money
that.
off of your, confrontational demeanor, by all means, do what you gotta do, honey.
While we're in toxic capitalism, I guess make money how you'll make it, right?
Right.
Because that's inherent in the toxic systems anyway.
That is true.
But
it's true.
Well, I wanted to start just so we have this context.
Yes.
Contextual understanding, I should say. So I was gonna say the basic, I guess, features of Capricorn. It's a cardinal earth sign. So cardinal signs tend to initiate processes, ideas, things like that. Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer are cardinal. And Capricorn is, what are the dates? Because right now we're past it. Oh, okay. So it's like generally December 21st to January 21st.
Okay.
So it's I guess it's technically the start of winter. Would be Capricorn season.
Okay.
December 21st.
Yeah,
winter
it is
solstice.
the start of winter. Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to get the basic features out there for general context.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
So what are some traits that you like about Capricorn?
Methodical, steadfast. So they're ruled by Saturn. That's what I was, I guess, trying to get at.
Yes.
Which is the disciplinarian. It's usually like a challenging, I was going to say difficult, but I'll say challenging planet to have when it's, especially if it's in an agitated position. It's disciplinarian. It's the strict father figure. It's patriarchy, if you want to say that. I have other things to say about patriarchy, but it's basically like that hard, strict disciplinarian sign. Jupiter is the one that's happy and jovial and like, I want to bless everybody.
Right.
Saturn's like, you're gonna learn a lesson, and if you're probably gonna learn it the hard way, but you gotta be efficient if you don't want it to be hard and all that. So anyway, that's their planet. That's their sign ruler. And
that's probably why I don't mesh with the Capricorn women, because I get more school teacher grandma when I'm not gonna lie, I get more school teacher grandma in this every time I'm first meet a Capricorn woman. I force kind of the friendship, like I force like, okay, maybe I see a little something that we could be friends about, but it's always forced. It's never an organic connection with Capricorn women for some reason, because they're always like stick up their ass. Let me just be real. Like stick up their ass type of thing.
They're very
and they're not
mental.
loose. To me, they're not loose. They're boring. Capricorn women. I'm not saying they can't be fun, but in my experiences, they were, just stiff. That's all I can say. But Capricorn men, they're very
earth signs are generally
boring.
Grounded.
Okay, grounding. I say boring.
Listen,
but Virgos, actually, out of all the earth sign, I fuck with Virgos, because Virgos are more lively than Taurus and Capricorn. To me, and this is my opinion, Virgos are more lively and they give more life than Taurus and Capricorn. Capricorn, and they can. I feel like they're kind of adaptable a little bit, like Gemini. Like they can adapt to like surroundings and can be comfortable in it.
Well, they're mutable. Virgo's mutable.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that.
Also, Virgo and Gemini are ruled by Mercury, so that would make more sense that connection would be more organic.
Yes, because
that's
Taurus
a challenging relationship. Gemini and Capricorn in particular is, I feel like, challenging. I don't think there's very many things on face value that are compatible. Like, I think if anything that it also depends on what's going on in the rest of the charts.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It would probably have to be a conscious.
It has to be like a
effort.
It has to be more. Yeah.
And less organic and less effortless, as you would say.
Yes, yes.
But they are focused people. I will say,
absolutely.
So that's the thing about Saturn, though. It's like, and that's the thing about any sign, really. Balance is always the point, right?
Yes.
Or it should be the ideal. That's the ideal, is like not to be too this way and too that way, harmony and all that.
Yeah.
With Saturn in particular, I found, like as relates to my chart personally, but also like what I know about Capricorn and anything having to do with Saturn, Saturn's a hard angle. Like Saturn can be in hard angle, and I'm just figuring out what all these things mean, but Saturn can take things too much. So if you're focused and you're money oriented, it can be to such an extreme and so harsh. And being harsh on yourself doesn't necessarily mean placing that set of standards on other people. And I found that when it gets to this extreme or that extreme, when it's too extreme, they can be, what do you call it, proselytizing. Like they can be, they have their own ideals that they put forth on others, and to unrealistic expectations, not only for themselves but for others.
Yeah.
And I'm not one to have any standards put on me.
Yeah.
I set high standards for myself anyway, and no one knows all of them because I'm too much in my head for it.
Right.
But I'm not going to have someone else put their whatever on me.
Right.
You know.
Absolutely.
So I feel like that's not. I think that's a feature of Saturn as well. It's like, well, this is my way, so this is the only way. And it's like, there's so many other ways, and all of them have facets of truth.
Grandma.
Not
grandma.
Not Mrs. You bitch not tooth fire, dear.
No, Doubtfire had more fire than that. Come on now.
She had more Doubtfire.
But like I said, with the men in my perspective, they're totally different to me. The men are more conversationalists. I like them because they have conversation and they can converse about anything.
I don't know many men.
Like they won't judge you if you talk about aliens, from ghosts to freaking, Zodiac to
that's good.
Politics.
That's all I talk about.
Yeah,
that sounds like everything I talk about.
Yeah, I can be cool with Capricorn men. Like they're totally different. They're chilled. They're more relaxed. They vibe, well with everybody. I feel like they're, sociable. They vibe with everybody. They don't take no shit. They don't take no shit. Capricorn, men. But I feel like, Capricorn men, they're good people for the most part. Yeah.
I don't know too many. If I did know them, I didn't know that they were.
You probably didn't know, yeah.
I just maybe in the second half of my life got like heavily. I was always interested in it, but it just like heavily got more into it. So I wouldn't know to ask someone this or that. And I feel like dudes are probably more weirded out by an initial question being, "What's your sign?"
I'm done.
So I probably wouldn't. I feel like a Capricorn probably would be like, "What's my sign?" Right. But actually, no, I do know a Capricorn dude, and he actually, ironically enough, that was one of the first things he asked me and my partner, someone I was with. And I was like, "Oh, okay." So, and then the other person I was with was not incidentally Gemini, and so Gemini.
Oh, wow,
so then the Capricorn said to my other friend, we're supposed to be, what did he call it? Cosmic enemies or something.
To the Gemini?
Yeah.
We are.
That's or universe. Not.
Cosmic
it was like
enemies.
astrological or something. It was like some really ornate word.
Right.
That it wasn't necessary, but I definitely remembered that shit.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay. So does that mean that it's necessarily going to be the case? Are you anticipating bullshit? Because
no, I don't think so. I think he's just telling the truth. I feel like that is it. Like if a Gemini and Capricorn have a relationship,
there's not much to work with. Yeah. between the two of them.
Right. It's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of strength and a lot of patience. Even if it's a friendship, relationship, whatever the case may be, it's going to take a lot of work.
Probably with 2 Capricorns too. It's a really heavy sign.
It's not going to be peaceful.
It's the oldest Earth sign too. So like we said,
That's
Earth
why I
is
said
very steady.
grandma clock. Grandma clock. You know the grandfather clock? Grandma clock.
Uh-huh.
It's on
Mother
their
Earth
time or
and
no
Father
time.
Yeah, I feel like Saturn could be considered Father Time too. Always reminding you of what little time you have, I guess, and what little time you have to do all of this stuff in. It's not always disciplinarian, but that's what stands out to me about Saturn energy, and it's just like I know I have a Cancer moon, and I'm like that's rough. Like, anyway, like Cancer is ruled by the moon, but. It's just to have your emotional center be ruled by arguably the most sensitive sign. Right. That's something in itself. But then to have Saturn as your ruler, it's like, you really have to be on your toes when you have certain placements. And also that's why I like to talk about astrology and natal charts and get into it more and study it more, is because the more you don't have to live by it, but it's, what the stars suggest that you're working with. Right. And so what strengths to play on and what shortcomings or weaknesses to be aware of and to move and navigate through. Right. So I feel like we conclude as usual, and we will now with celebs. Yes. I go hard with this list of Caps celebs that I've
Who you got?
Compiled. Eartha Kitt, darling. But we didn't
know.
Rawr.
I said purr.
I know what you said. And that's a damn lie. No offense. And she knows who she is. No offense, Ray. Even Ray Charles knows that ain't Eartha Kitt. All right.
You're making me laugh. Okay.
The real Eartha Kitt.
Go ahead.
She had to get her.
Go ahead.
She had to get her birth certificate. She only got her birth certificate like way later in life because she was born so early that they didn't have like actual hardcore authentic birth certificates, and she was illegitimate, and like that was like racist South Carolina, like really old South Carolina, and then they carried those traditions. But from what we know, she was a Capricorn, and I love her anyway. Okay. Betty White. Love her.
I love Betty White.
Okay. Like, who doesn't love Betty White and live till forever?
I know.
Just passed recently, last year, I think. Yeah. Mary J. Blige. Not only
I
is
love
she...
her as an artist.
Yes, I do too. Yes. I love her, and like,
I love
the fact that she...
We went to see her.
Took her.
And we had a good time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
she still got it.
She's a performer.
You still got it. Yeah.
She's a performer.
It wasn't a dull moment. No, and she's a vocalist.
Good. She looked incredible. Mm-hmm. So she
and still got them pipes. Mm-hmm. You still a vocalist. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Sade. Now she's on my bucket list to see because it's a band, and I heard we excited for y'all new record, y'all. Like I have to see y'all before I leave this plane. Aaliyah, Issa Rae, Janis Joplin, Dr. King. I mean, hello, and R. Kelly. Yes. Mm-hmm. All of these people brilliant in their own ways.
Miss New York.
Oh yes, New York and Natalie Nunn. Yes, that's correct. Yes. So like you said, they maximize their talents in whatever they might be. Yeah. They're good. They play the game well, I'll say. Yeah. Like if capitalism has to be a thing, although that shit's dying out. I feel like Capricorn is probably most naturally in line with and inclined to be money adept at capitalism. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like they probably would accept because of Saturn and all of that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I can see that.
Kudos to industry. I'm just not gonna do with all the Leo. I got my chart. It's no longer will I do hard work. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna work smart and I'm gonna attract. I had to reorient my thing, my mindset. I'm not saying that Capricorns don't do that. I'm just saying I had to completely re-envision myself. Who did we forget?
Michelle Obama.
Oh, that's right.
Forgot the lady, the first
lady. Yeah, the first lady. Yes. of color, like
Yes.
right, of any color.
In
Yeah,
the White House.
much less black. Yes. How can we
Absolutely.
forget? Yes, amen.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
they do get things done. Yes.
They do.
They do.
This was an interesting episode of Capricorns. We tried our best to say, you know, what we feel about them and how the traits are and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Also,
it.
all of the like once you get to a point where you are, you know, at the most enlightened you'll be, I guess. Like right until you pass, because you're supposed to be always learning, right? You're supposed to be a combination of all 12 signs, and then 13 is you.
I feel like
So Saturn is
that.
Well, I was
I
gonna
know
say,
Sagittarius is over, but I'm saying I feel like Sagittarius is a combination of all of them.
oh, that's interesting. Okay.
That's what I feel. Yeah.
But I was gonna say they're all necessary. Like there's components of each that we can draw from, and if we just shun like a whole of something, then it's not fully complete. You know, so everything should be acknowledged and incorporated. But I'll use Saturn like salt, like like pink Himalayan sea salt, like a pinch will do.
A pinch.
All you need is a pinch.
Yeah.
All right. That about does it, y'all.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
And
choosing Hush Hush with Judy
for having
Shea.
us back. Yes.
Yes. And definitely tune in to our other episodes. If you miss us, sometimes we take creative hiatus.
Yes.
So if you miss us, go back and listen to our other episodes.
We have about 24 or something like that.
Right.
It's a bunch.
We
We were very prolific. We
Right.
were we were 75% more prolific than every podcaster in our category.
Yes.
So that's pretty prolific. There's a lot of material, y'all.
Yes,
So
definitely.
hop
And go
to
to the
it.
YouTube too and watch the YouTube.
YouTube,
Okay?
Spotify, Anchor,
Come on.
Amazon.
Come on with it. Come on
Hush
with
_hush_ podcast on
Period.
IG.
And follow us on IG. Don't
And
be lurking.
TikTok.
If you lurking, follow us.
Anywhere, right?
Don't be lurking. Don't follow.
Let your curiosity be productive. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Till next time.
Bye bye, y'all.